Right.
Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Mind of a Young Entrepreneur. Today it's Monday and we're back at it again. Basically, what we're going to do today is that I have this VSL for a client that I need to write. Also, this really reminds me of by me working with this guy, it really teaches me how these high level people, the ratio for when they get an idea and when they have take action and it's actually out there in the world, it's insane. I was on a call with him and he's talked about this quick idea, we should do this and that. The week after, he'd put everything up, and everything was just ready to launch. So me adapt, that's just a lesson that I've learned. I need to adapt to that. How can I also be consistent, and whenever I come up with an idea and then execute it fast. Speed is really the key here. Now we're going to write this thing, and another thing I will have in back of my mind when I'm writing this is really to see how much of all the material and all the knowledge that I've acquired throughout the years can I use to make this thing exceptional. And that means it will probably take a bit of more time, but all the other times I've just used the essentials. But I really want to take this up a notch. How can I talk into the different emotions that people not that often talk about, like guilt and shame and lust and all these stuff, and how can I make this incredible offer, and how can I make this stack and close at the end of this VSL. So all these things, with all this knowledge, we're going to pack into this and create a framework for how we're going to write the perfect VSL. So we'll do that, and then I have a ton of scripts that I've just scripted out, and then it needs to be filmed. So two key things for today is becoming a master of the craft of writing VSLs and writing this VSL for my client. I'm really excited about. It will be on a front page of a school community, so think about 8 minutes or so. Not over 10 minutes, because people will not sit there and watch a video for 10 minutes when they know it's a school community. I don't think so. That's not my thesis. And the second thing will be these reels need to be filmed, need to be edited, and then I have a ton of stuff to upload. Then we can continue writing down every single big idea and try to script reels every single day in order to make them better. And also what I do is that whenever I find myself on Instagram, my algorithm is starting to show people who would be a type of customer of mine. So every time someone pops up, I just put them in my sheet, and then I have them ready to reach out to them when I do outbound days. Today's an inbound day, but we also have this client work. So yeah, and I'll also do film the video for my YouTube. It's not that important right now. I would rather focus on IG and doing DMs there, and then a YouTube channel will be more high quality and more digging my well. So I am posting, putting myself out there and sharing my things. But then as time moves forward and I don't have to do outreach anymore, I can start putting more time into YouTube. That's kind of my thing here. And also gotta find out, be more, you cannot become, you cannot lose sight, or you cannot become too clear on who you're talking to, on your message and your offer. So in this weekend, we'll also focus on that. We'll focus on really who's my target customer, because me doing VSLs, I can basically help anyone sell. So it's just about me finding that market whether it should be info products, whether it should be services or physical products. I think services and probably in info products, but like I want to separate myself from the bad apples in the market. Like I don't want to lean too much up against people that I don't want myself to that I don't want to associate myself with. So that's kind of where we're headed now. So I'll take a quick walk so we get those 10,000 steps, and I'll start like thinking through how I can make this like a killer VSL and just perfecting the craft. And then tomorrow when we will do outreach, I have to figure out like a way to follow up with these people that I've already like reached out to. I'll like be in there, all their content, like start commenting on people's stuff and following them and liking and all that stuff. And I'll figure out a way to follow up with people, and I'll figure out a script for people who have a VSL and the people who don't have a VSL. That will be the perfect thing here. So yeah, that's kind of it. We have these like inbound and outbound days, and today is also more like for me gathering my thoughts of how we're going to execute this week. So yeah. That being said, I'll take that walk now, and I'll go back to this VSL, make it a true killer VSL, and watching a lot of like courses and content and all that stuff, going back to all the like hidden folds of all that knowledge that I've acquired throughout the years. So take care, peace, bye.